Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to not gas mask review this time. Actually, it's NBC suit review. Just like the other one we did, Tommy bouncing up there. So,
hello there, sir.
Putting away the M17 and the hood, let's go into my lovely rucksack. Here's Tommy's phone.
Unfortunately, we've had recent damages at the hood.
Tommy has sprayed line maker on his own phone.
Not line maker, it's it. So it's from that road.
Here's our ski march. Yeah, that's what that blue is it?
Where?
On your screen.
Where?
Nice, comes right off. Right. Pulling out the 58 pattern webbing. I've left the backpack at home because you don't need it. We've got Smog Protective NBC #1 Mk.III. You might remember we did the Mk.IV last time. So, today we're doing the Mk.III. That's right, the predecessor. I won't be doing the Mk.II because they're very difficult to get a hold of even in size small, let alone large. And I'm not going to be doing the Mk.I because I... Alright, anyway. So, I'm out of the way. So, here's the trousers. Let's start with the protective smock. I want to point out as well on the sizes, these things would come in things like extra small, small, medium and large. And large was the largest size. After that you need the size special, which had to be custom made for you. I was very lucky enough to get a size large, and it's a shame that I have to cut these open, because these are so perfectly packaged, not like the last ones that were all deformed. These things are actually in wonderful condition. So please forgive me for what I'm about to do. But it seems that not a lot of people do this.
Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to do.
Not even kidding, it's literally that for the collector's world. Now, my other problem with this as well is that because I'm 6'5", I had to get a large, which, you know, again, was the hardest part. So let's start with the smock here. For the record, I actually got it for like £10 in the end, because some guy was selling it as like a protective suit with some shitty grip gloves, and I was like...
Does it protect from explosives?
I was like, oh hey, are these all large? And he goes, yes, I only have large. So for the hardest size to get, some guy had like 11 in his shed, and he sold it to me for like £12. Took ages to get here because he put it through Royal Mail tracked and not Royal Mail tracked 48. There was a difference. 48 will actually reach you in time. Tracked takes ages. And on top of that, he wrapped it up like a cocaine box, so it was like a package of cocaine. It was all white shit on it.
Not like he's had cocaine in the mail before.
Well, I haven't, but
yeah, that's what.
it doesn't smell like vinegar like the last one. It just kind of smells bad. So, popping that out.
It smells like nothing.
Yeah, the elastic is still in good condition.
Can I borrow one of those?
No.
Like the original elastic bands.
Yeah, I don't really care. Look at that, it's been sealed so long, the little fabric patterns there. We've got fabric date, October 1982. And there's your label, which I'll let you read. Alright, there you go. I'm sure you paused it.
Feel free to pause the video and read the label.
Now, the Mk.III emergency suit, fix lock failure, emergency action. Should your hood, drawer, cord, fastener, fix lock device not work, take the following action. Pull device to bottom of cord loop, cut off device, pull one end of cord that's 6 inches longer than, yeah, you can read this. If unable to tie knot yourself, because of gloves, mitts, get help. To release knot, pull lower end, pull to release. Okay, so there you go. There's a warning already about a defective part. So,
that's a great start.
Yeah. So, let's unwrap this. So,
Today we are smoking asparagus, by the way.
Tommy's not smoking anything because he doesn't want Jack to have to fucking edit the video. Here's your fix lock thing. It literally says fix lock on it, and we can actually see the label here: Suit Protective NBC.
What was that?
Alright, we had a bit of a fucking kerfuffle there. I'm not entirely sure how. Get the tripod actually in place. You're actually like the tripod is on metal beams. So, Suit Protective NBC #1 Mk.III, smock with hood attached, because of course the Australian version was smock without hood attached. Size large. Remploy 1983. This oh, okay. I was going to say this one isn't charcoal lined on the inside, so I wore my shitty blue shirt I wore in the last video. The only real difference here between the Mk.IV and the Mk.III that's really visible, apart from not having the fixed lock, which is kind of stupid. There's this big chest pouch, and it's not zip up; it's a pullover. Of course, we'll get to that. You've already seen what this thing looks like. It's in, you know, OD green. So
What does OD stand for?
I actually don't know.
Overdose green.
Yeah, that'd be grand. So we'll move straight onto the trousers and put the jacket to one side. I've already opened up the gloves and shit on a different video.
A person can guess what knife is in there. Insensible award you an Xbox 360.
Instantly gonna give you shit. It's called a jackknife. I've used it in different videos.
Is it jackknife because the person I know called Jack uses it a lot?
No, it's actually its name. Or utility knife, or marlin spike, or...
I thought it was a mariner spike.
Yeah, mariners, marlin spike, it's half of them all the names. Utility knife.
Mariner.
Yeah.
That's what you
Navy.
do with meat to make it
Navy.
taste nicely.
That's marinade, you dog.
You know
I
what
hate you. What would I do without you? Oh, shush.
Make videos all you want.
I just heard someone.
It's a shame what happened.
Shut the fuck up, I can hear whistling. Oh, it's not whistling. It's geese.
Welcome to
The geese are coming. So, yeah, I know, I thought it was a person. We don't, basically, we're not on, it's not that we're on private land, we're actually not, but we're on the border to private land, and it's like an old, super rundown farm, and I feel like he might come over and be like, what are you doing on my land? And
fucking Liam Neeson, a heads off.
yeah. So,
He's just smoking chicken wings.
Sage isn't smoking anything, he smokes tobacco only. The trousers seem to be stuck together here. So I'm guessing these are going to be really hard to unfold. I'll do it in a moment. So that's the suit on packaging, and I've already done the trousers. The gloves and such should still be on the side here, unless I've been robbed. Yep, here we go. Brought an extra poncho. These are the original Dipco gloves used specifically for this suit. The inner gloves I couldn't actually get original ones. These are the inner gloves I should have worn in the Mark IV video when I mentioned they had them, so these are the ones for the Mark IV. I couldn't get Mk.III ones in my size. This is not on.
Needs a window.
Oh yeah. In between recordings, Tommy was like, "I'm going to wrap this rope around this door to make a pulley system. I want you to boot the door as hard as you can." So I did, and I kicked exclusively the window, and the whole window frame flew out. So now we've got like an open door.
Now it's a sound source systems audio.
We've got one window left in this whole building of.
We've got two technically.
That little one doesn't count.
That was like a peephole.
I'm really upset. We can just duct tape it back on. Alright, let's jump to getting this shit actually on.
Action.
Well, I'd already been recording. Anyway, we've had to move the section over here because behind us, the normal hut thing is completely ditched with mud thanks to recent rains. Battery pack just fell. So, it's very hard to navigate with the ski march boots. So I'm gonna be here for the start of the video.
Sorry about my cough.
Tommy, could you go around and tell me if I'm in frame or not?
Better.
Yeah, you can just lean over.
No.
Is the head in frame?
Yes, you are in frame.
Lovely. Right, so let me get all this off. Please don't lean on the battery pack.
Look at the. I'll hold it. Well, look at the camera there. You look like an aggressive burglar.
So, that's the jacket. Right, where's the trousers? I'm just throwing them into the grass because at least we're not on the mud this time like last time. Okay, so here are the trousers, which I had trouble getting open because the way they're all sealed. So there we go, peel that open. There's a little shop sticker inside, look. Like, you know, those little yellow label stickers, and it says 8261008.
Is that the reference number?
I don't know what it is. Well, obviously, 82 being when it was produced. The adhesive is entirely gone.
I guess you could say it's...
Oh, there'll be like some old boomer collector who's going, the stickers!
Why did you have a cough?
3 Wigan.
Wigan.
Wigan. Like, I'm guessing it was made in Wigan.
Man like Wigan.
So, trousers on. Now, thankfully, since I already did the Mark IV video, you can go and see how a lot of this has to get on, you know, like the tying and such. But this time around, because the last video was so fucking long, because it was basically like an introduction to NBC suits and such, I'm not getting covered in charcoal this time much. since I already did basically an introduction to how NBC's shit works, we're going to be doing the entire donning of this one in fast motion, which is going to be much better for the viewer.
Much more interesting for the viewer. Or we could do a little Q&A while...
Nah, no one cares about us.
I care about us.
And that's all we need. The power of friendship. For the record, we've actually got a full kit, and we're going to be touching up on the Australian variant. Well, the Australian variant didn't have a hood, as I said earlier. I've just spotted a man in orange high-vis. Turn around, look, he's by that yellow cat. He's got his back to us. Well, who cares? They know we're here. Okay, so there's the trousers. As you can see, though, it is getting into evening, so what the fuck's he doing here? He probably hung on like a vest, and it's hard to see. Wow. Okay, so these are the size large, which is supposedly meant to be my size, because this was before they started doing accurate measurements, like the size 190 by 112 and shit like that. Or 104, I think it was for NBC's. Little things I should mention, like this. Here's the Velcro, and you pull that to taper it onto there. Touch up on that, and the garter belt thing that's around here that goes up like your suspenders. Obviously you just tie them to the front here, or no, you just tie them to the front. That's about all that will really be covered during the fast motion that you really won't have to worry about. So,
Fast motion commence.
well, I've got to go and select it, but hopefully it's better for everyone watching.
The fall I had earlier
Yeah.
really hurts.
Yeah, it's a shame. Okay, so that's fast motion, starting roughly about here. Alright, so that was the trousers. They're a bit big. Remember, like I said, this is the large. After that, it was like the medium or the regular or some shit. I forget what's called, the normal. Forgot about the suspenders, which I didn't get on properly, but whatever.
You might have to speak up a bit because you've...
Is there like a way to taper it? Is there like any straps on the back?
No. It looks like you're wearing a fucking Grim Reaper costume. Action.
So, this is the Mk.III suit. The fucking suspenders are still coming off inside the suit. Oh, I think I grabbed it. There we go.
Speak up.
Doesn't go louder.
Yell.
This would have a microphone attached, but they're really rare, and I couldn't get Barack to send me his. So,
We don't have the ALS mic, so you're going to have to deal with this. I might take this off cam in a moment and sort out the suspenders and make them tighter, but this is it. We've got the #1 Mark I ski march boots, which is kind of puffed up a bit there at the front. Oh, that's my boot. But yeah, this is quite an ill fit, really. You got some, it's just Velcro, which isn't the best quality either. This is actually quite cheap. Even for the time, even for like the 1970s, 1980s, this thing was quite poor quality. We've got the later filter on, just the later suit. So yeah, this is pretty much an entire kit suit. Size 10 Dipco gloves. Like I said though, I couldn't get internal gloves, which were size 10 for the Mk.III. I could only get the Mk.IV gloves. Right, it's just white cloth gloves, so who gives a shit. So, pretty cool. Here's your little tied up parts. It's really hard for me to breathe. In fact, just moving around actually made me feel quite sick because this is disorientating. You get a fishbowl effect, like you're underwater. So,
just go back, you're out of frame.
And due to how hot it is in this, the obscene heat mixed with the disorientation and how floppy this thing feels and ill-fitting, I've got to say I feel very sick actually. I feel quite ill, very uncomfortable, but here's the suit for now. Still has a few bits to touch up, so see you in the next part, but for you it'll only be a second. Okay, so inside we've got a training filter, but pretend this is a spare one. This is a #2 Mk.II. This would have been with this era. You've got your decontamination powder, your fuller's earth, some detector papers, which of course you would peel off and would stick on places like here. Are there even any on the legs? Whatever. So we've got 3 of those in there, and an early decontamination kit, personal #1 Mark I. Now we've gone with the earliest set, despite obviously the filter and such. We've gone with 58 pattern, which I'm just going to like try and seal up here. It's really hard to do with gloves on. There we go. So I've got the lid on. Slot that through there. Then slot that through the front. Okay, so we've got our 58 pattern webbing haversack for the S6. Obviously though, this suit would have been used with the 72 pattern, which was more like a plastic lined nylon. The reason this one was ditched is because it was difficult to decontaminate. Anyway, so there's the 58 pattern haversack, but it gets even better. So, like this. A couple of poses that I'll screenshot later. So if I pop this off, down here. What in tarnation has happened here? Okay, there we go. So we've got 58 pattern webbing. As I said, I didn't bother bringing the backpack, and I didn't have the holster for the pistol, but those weren't always seen, and they're actually quite expensive. So.
I could fight with this pole.
there we go. 58 pattern webbing on. There we go. Wonderful. So this may look like a tight fit, that's because it is. It actually kind of hurts for me to wear.
What? Do you
Can't bend in this.
Do you need aid?
Give me the pull.
The pull. Take it, pull, how dare you?
And there we go. So there you have it. We have the number 1 Mk.III NBC suit, of course, came before the Mk.IV with the 58 pattern webbing, and you know, S6 or what was it called, like the NBC SR6 Mark II or whatever it's like, number 2 Mark II filter or canister. Hopefully everyone enjoyed. I really hope you did. This one should have been a little bit shorter than the last one. What are you doing?
That's some stereo.
Oh, I wonder where that came from. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this. It's been a bit of fun for me, but I am dying. So now me and Sage here are going to go and do our normal photo shoot. That is very important. Tommy, I really can't click the off button. Dexterity isn't grand in this stuff.
Get your weapon.
See you all soon, and I hope you all enjoyed. Please subscribe for this.
Yay! Recording! Right, I didn't get to do this earlier, but this is the Australian version. Now it's night time, we went off and did our photo shoot. Might throw a few at the end there, that probably didn't go on the Insta or the Reddit page because people whinged about the last ones. You ruined it with the last one because you did like a pose on your stomach that looked funny. Ruined, spoiled.
You had fun!
You enjoyed your own property you spent your hard-earned money on.
Okay, that's a lie. You did not spend any hard-earned money on that.
I did. The mask was a Christmas gift, but the suit cost me a whole £7.50.
I hope that recorded.
It did. Anyway, so the Australians, I would have had an M1 helmet, but I don't have the M1 helmet yet because I've got a few of the Netherlands copies. I think it's called the Mk.III from Nick coming soon. Whenever they come, but we're not doing them now. So this was the Mk.III suit. They would have had one without a hood on the inside, but I've got to do the hood one, but you can't see it because it's hidden. And they had the American mob hood with the M17. There is a photo of a man in, I think he actually didn't even have the gloves. So like, he had no gloves on, I think, and just like normal boots, if I remember correctly. So it was a weird little setup, but there is a photo of it out there. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully see you in the next video, and Future Jack, please put up the photo of the Australian wearing this style of kit up at the end of the video.
Kit equals shit. And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen.
And that is a McDonald's spicy chicken fajita.
That is a McDonald's wrap of the day deal. Coming at $2.99. And that's repeat $2.99. You can also upgrade to a meal for $3.99, which includes fries and a drink of your choice. Warning though, Coca-Cola is now able for sugar tax, so is Dr. Pepper and Fanta. Always read the labels.
What the fuck was all that? Oh, my camera. See you around, Tommy.
Alright, this is how he's got to get out of the wheelbarrow. Oh fuck, I didn't mean for you to do that.
Oh, mobility doesn't exist in this suit.
Would you like to put the dreaded toy carrier in here for disposal?
Right, we're out of daylight, we need to go get that cow. That went into my rib. Oh.